My playground is out in the woods, back in the sticks, this is my hood. Waking up early with nature's hand in mine. Finger on the trigger just to seal the deal. If you don't get a Mother Nature will, it's the thrill, it's the skill, it's the rush, it's the dust and grind. Living the backwoods life.
Welcome to the Backwoods Life podcast. Here we go again. I'm Michael Lee, and I'm joined with
Beth Lee.
Yeah,
his better half.
She's really excited about this podcast too. I can tell.
What do you mean, dude?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I can tell you're excited.
As excited as you are.
I don't get excited in anything.
No, you don't. No.
Just like to go hunting.
That doesn't even excite you some days.
Yeah, it does. Most days. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. We're sitting here in the Backwoods office, if you will.
Backwoods Life World
Keep
Headquarters.
talking. I gotta adjust my mic stand or something. We're improvising on the mic setup today.
Yeah, we're making it work though.
Yeah, we got to get some new mic stands like we talked about before, but Beth won't buy me any, so.
Oh, don't even go there, mister.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't show up with your own today. Like, you got my stand.
I probably should have.
Yeah, right. Show up with yours, not mine. Anyway, so if y'all hear Mike's moving around for a second, let's getting situated. Sorry, we should have done this beforehand. We tried, but here we are.
Right.
So anyway.
We made it to Thursday.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Right.
We're definitely both ready for the weekend. Just a
faux show.
Mental break for a little while.
Yep.
Good gosh, these things are all over the place.
Well, like you'd barely touch them and you.
Well, no, I mean, the adjustments are so minute on these things that, anyway, y'all didn't come here to listen. Let's talk about podcast microphones. So anyway, Backwoods Life, for those of y'all that haven't listened before, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm Michael Lee. Been on outdoor videos and social media for way longer than I ever want to talk about. Probably since the inception of social media, I've been on there. So y'all look us up, Backwoods Life. That's probably how you found this podcast, if you listen to it, both of y'all. And then I drug Beth into it. She did a podcast with me, I don't know, a year or so ago now, and she kind of liked it.
It was a fun time.
So now we're just doing kind of our own deal, and which we've been doing the Backwoods Life podcast for a long time, but now Beth got involved. So
yes,
you're stuck with her.
Sorry, y'all.
I should let her do these by herself, actually. All right, Beth, talk to everybody.
That would be an array of topics then.
She would start talking about peptides and food and go to gardening and hunting and the beach and tequila.
Yep.
Animals.
Yes. Give me all the dogs.
So I pretty much covered her whole life in those statements.
Yes, you did. Those are my my likes in life.
There you go. Let's see if you go to her Instagram, you see what pages she follows you. That's all of them right there.
Yes. Yes.
So anyway, welcome to the podcast. We're pretty random on this thing. So as you all that returning listeners, thank you all first of all. And so forgive our rambling. But we just kind of talk as what we've been up to lately. And that's really, we tried the scripted thing and that was kind of weird.
Yeah, not scripted, but at least had topics.
We had a list. And a lot of people pre-game, and do stuff for a podcast and they have a topics list. We don't work good that way. That's not our life. Our life is not structured. It's a chaotic mess of events. Yeah. And we just kind of move around through things. So that's kind of how this podcast is. So
yeah, we just roll with it.
Yeah, welcome. But anyway, we just got back from Nashville, Tennessee, Saturday night, pretty much. Yeah, Saturday night. We flew up to Nashville, went to the SCI convention. So for you that don't know what that is, that's Safari Club International, and that's a global organization that has it's a hunting organization that has different categories. Like you can shoot your whitetail deer that all y'all are familiar with, and you have a Boone and Crockett scoring system and Pope and Young scoring system, and then you have a SCI. They have their own scoring system. Similar to Buckmasters or whatever. Buckmasters got their own scoring system. It's, I'm not super educated in SCI. I'm assuming it's the gross measurement of the antlers, but they include all the high fence animals of the world. So it's free range and it's high fence, and it is an unbelievable show to go and see. Now, we didn't go to any of the nightly events. They have these award banquets and these little concert things and auctions and stuff like that. We didn't go to any of that. We just went to the trade show floor for one day just to walk through and see what it was about.
Yep. Yes.
And it was a lot.
A lot is an understatement. Like, pick a continent that you would want to go hunting on, and then pick what animals, plural, you want to hunt.
True.
I mean, do you want to go literally to the North Pole and shoot some stuff? Pick your place in Africa, anywhere in Africa, New Zealand.
Yep.
Any of the stand countries.
Stuff I can't pronounce.
Yes.
And literally you can go shoot a polar bear, a musk ox, a walrus.
We saw mounted, like, if you want to call it a quote unquote shoulder mount walrus.
Yeah, shoulder mount walrus.
Which was
a couple of them.
Yeah, I never knew that would be such a thing, but
I did not know. Like, I've seen walruses before. But I didn't realize that close how big they are.
Ginormous.
They're huge.
Like, they
are huge.
It was crazy.
No wonder great white sharks eat them. That's the only thing on the planet big enough.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that was crazy. And
it was wild to see all that. And a lot of these things, like a polar bear, I did have the pleasure of sharing a turkey hunting camp last year with a guy and his wife that they do polar bear hunts. And he was kind of telling me how it works. And so everybody that listens to this and says, who in the world would want to shoot a polar bear? Well, no, it's not high on my list. Don't take it either way. But he was telling me how they're hunted. Now, you think of polar bear, you think of the Coca-Cola commercials at Christmas and all that.
Right.
You got the white polar bears and the little cubs, and they're all hugging each other, having a Coca-Cola. That's your non-real world polar bear. Okay. Yeah. Because these things are apex predators. They are killers. And I say that factually because one, he was telling me about it. And two, we went and actually, they had mounted like replica mounts of polar bears at the show.
Yeah.
They are ginormous.
Yeah, there's a picture Michael has of me on Instagram.
I don't know why you didn't post. I'll send it to you to post on your Instagram. I didn't post it anywhere.
Oh, okay. Well, I will post it.
Yeah.
But so it's a polar bear standing up straight, like, back feet or whatever. And I'm standing there, and I'm 5'4", and I'm maybe half the size of it.
Yeah, this thing's at least 8 or 9 feet tall.
It's huge.
It was on a little bit of a rock or something, making it 6 inches or so higher off the floor, but still, the thing's giant.
Yeah.
But the guy I hunted with was telling me about how to hunt these things. And he said, basically, you don't hunt them, they hunt you. So you go set up camp on frozen, miles and hundreds of miles of ice. And the bears smell you at the camp, and then they start hunting you.
Which is wild.
He says they'll set up their wall tent camps and little 3 or 4 of them, whatever they do, and they have some dogs, like the mush dogs, as I call them, the Alaskan, like the dogs that don't mind the cold.
Right.
They're not like the cold. It's cold as crap up there. He said while we were talking the other day at the show, it was like -40 was the actual temperature. So
I'm out.
But of course, they got dogs. The dogs can survive and all this. So all the people that, oh my God, the dogs. Don't worry about the dogs. The dogs are fine.
They're bred for this.
They of course, they feed them, put them in tents. They're all right. But the dogs will sit there, and the dogs will alert them when a polar bear's getting
close
in the area. They will smell them. They can sense these things. That's what they do.
Well, because obviously you're out there, and your camp is on a glacier. Essentially,
not a glacier, but like literally just hundreds of miles of flat frozen ice.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so it's all white, and I'm sure
polar bears are white for a reason.
Polar bears are white for a reason, and also where you're located on the planet, literally on the planet. There's probably very hard to see a horizon line with it white like that.
Yeah, everything, the skies are basically gray and the horizon is gray and the ice is white. And
right, it all just blends.
The sky. It's just solid. That's why polar bears are white. They live in ice, glaciers or whatever you want to call them, ice fields, and that's how they hunt because you can't see them out there.
Yeah. So you bait polar bears with yourself.
Yeah, you go set up camping, and they track. Now they'll the Inuits and stuff up there, I guess is what they're called, and forgive me if that's wrong, but they hunt these things. They know what they're doing, and they'll follow a track. You know, what I mean, just like any other animal, you can see the tracks in ice, snow, whatever it is. And this is me. I haven't been there. I'm just trying to repeat the best of my knowledge of stories.
Right.
And you follow these things, and they'll find a track. And I mean, the track it still might be 10 miles before they get to the polar bear. They'll find a track and know there's been one in the area. Then they'll set up camp, and then they let the bear hunt them.
Yeah.
Then they may move, and they bounce around.
Right.
It's insane. The allure of it is kind of cool, but the practicality of it, I want to say like a $40,000 or $50,000 hunt. So you can go ahead and probably scratch that off my list of things to do. Getting there is a whole nother dynamic. You think plane rides,
right?
Hop, skips, jumps, leaps, bounds, and all that to get there. So, that's part of it. And then after you shoot the polar bear, basically you can take pictures with it. You can't bring it back to the United States. You have to get a replica mount made. And that's a whole nother ball of wax. It was price. I don't know what that costs. We didn't even ask.
Yeah.
But then you can do that and get the polar bear. And I'm not going to lie. It'd be kind of cool to have a polar bear in here. It really would.
It would be something.
That's my polar bear. Look at that.
It'd be something different for sure.
So, but you can get a replica mount made. You can't bring it back. It stays up there. And then I guess the natives get, the meat. And it's like you're not shooting a trophy just to take a picture. Yet that's all you get out of it. But they eat it. Like it's consumed by people. Right. It's not just, we shot a bear and throw him in the ice ditch,
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just one of the thousands of hunts you can do.
Right.
With SCI.
It is
insane.
I was mind blown by the different things that you could. It's that was one of the cool ones, and then of course Africa, all the things that you can hunt there. Amazing.
And before everybody bashes Africa hunting, but people because they don't understand it. Have we ever been to Africa? No. Do we want to go? Yeah, I guess one day. We'll think it's on our to-do list for sure. But the flip side of that is they think you go over there and you shoot all this stuff and it's all trophy hunting. You take pictures and nothing. No, all these locals, they get all the meat. I don't give a crap if you shoot. I guess they eat the monkeys and everything. I don't know. I don't want to eat one, but nothing goes to waste in Africa. It all goes to feeds these villages, and it's all done. All these ranches have numbers. They have. It's all, and we met, some people, and super
with
nice
an
people,
outfitting business over there.
Extremely knowledgeable. They do it right, and that's the way it should be done. But there's so much there that's out of our normal, let's go deer and turkey hunting mindset.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. It was crazy. Like the number of outfitters is insane. Like that whole place was full. It was 90% outfitters from, anywhere. You can go get a Kansas whitetail hunt, or you can go shoot a polar bear, a muskox, a kudu, a red stag, turkeys, giraffe. Yeah, that's not on my list, but it all has people don't understand it. Like from a hunting standpoint, management is management. It doesn't matter what the animal is. We have to do our due diligence to control populations, to like a lot of the elephants and giraffes and stuff like that people see, that people shoot, the old bull elephants will kill people. They destroy
land,
they're very destructive animals because they've been pushed out of the herds, and that's all they have. And they're just living out their days being aggressive and destructive until they die. Right. So we speed up the process, and guess what? That village gets that elephant to eat.
Yes.
And the hide and everything that goes with it. That's all. These villages live off of that stuff. So same thing with all the animals that you see people shoot in Africa. the kudus and the impalas and all this stuff. Yeah, you can't bring any of the meat back to the United States. It all stays there. It all feeds families. God knows it's a great thing. Honey's a great thing all the way around. If it's done right and it feeds people.
Oh yeah.
Now there's pieces of crap all over this world that shoot something for the trophy and throws it in a ditch.
Right.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. But just to go there, and another thing, just to see the quality of taxidermy there, unbelievable. We walked by one, and it was some kind of sheep. I don't know. It was white. It was like the sheep with the little short horns.
Mountain goat.
Yeah. Okay. That too.
We have them in the United States.
But that was one, and he was like up on the rock or whatever, but within it looked like he was drinking from the stream, and they literally
it was
in that
ice melting.
It was ice melting.
Drinking from ice melting.
Yeah, and so that was literally like being, and it had like a little pool, and stuff, but just stuff like that. Like it was crazy. Just the quality.
That was the one I
amazing.
videoed the giraffes.
The three giraffes. Yeah.
I wish I'd have saved the name of that one just to share it with it, because it was unbelievable the quality of that taxidermy. I'm not even gonna. The pricing is probably insane.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong tax bracket to go to that show, by the way.
Like we window shopped. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, and we saw quite a few people we knew.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Some outfitters we knew, and just some friends that were there, and we had a good time, no doubt. I would go back, 100%. I'd go back.
Yeah, I would.
I'd probably go back for 2 days.
One, it's a lot. It's at the Music City Center in downtown Nashville, which if you know, it's huge. And I think there were close to like 30 aisles, and they were probably 100 yards each.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. We started at one end of the building, and we just went up and down the aisles looking at stuff.
Yeah,
because of course, this is a trade show that I've never been to, and I didn't have meetings. I didn't have companies to talk to.
You could actually go and like.
I'm just look. I'm just a fanboy over here.
Yeah.
Looking at hunts.
Yeah.
Right, and I booked 0 hunts of the whole thing because well, that's the biggest thing to me it was overwhelming. Like, okay, I want to go to Africa. Holy crap, who do I pick? There's 100, 200, 300, whatever vendors there that do Africa hunts. I don't know.
And the way it was laid out, it wasn't, I won't say there wasn't any rhyme or reason, but like you had somebody selling like jerky next to an African outfitter who was next to somebody selling jewelry. And like, it wasn't like, okay, here's all our outfitters and then here's everybody on the one continent.
There were some of that. I mean, yeah, you're right. There was some stuff mixed in, but it mostly it was just outfitters, but they were from all over the place. It wasn't like, here's all Africa and here's all New Zealand and all that. It's like, here's an Africa, here's a New Zealand, here's a US, here's a Canada, here's a whatever, and here's a Stan, and here's a,
it was probably 75% outfitters.
I'd say 90.
Maybe. Would you?
Yeah. But the flips of the other things they had there, they had some guns there. Like when I say guns, I mean like really, really like Christensen Arms was there, and they're a good gun maker, but they're more United States based and long range rifles, and they're $5,000, $8,000 guns, which we think is expensive until I look at the H&H shotguns. These are handmade shotguns that God knows how long they take to make. I saw the one. I got a video. I put it on my Instagram. It was $260,000 or $70,000 for a 28 gauge, which is. I mean, awesome. Like it was beautiful. It was a beautiful gun. These guns were unbelievably beautiful. I was scared. I didn't even want to touch one.
Well, most of them were,
no, they had them on a gun rack.
Yeah.
But then I saw one, like the pair was $470,000. And then I actually posted that video and somebody
So we can have his and hers?
Yeah, good luck with that. And then, somebody commented on my video, which is, I mean, it went crazy on Instagram. It's got like 1.3 million views. But they somebody commented like, "Hey, I was at that show too." And the next aisle over, there was a side by side, which is a double barrel shotgun. It was $500,000, and I was like, "What? I wish I'd have seen that."
That's why we have to go back.
Right. I just need to go back. I just want to go. Like one day, I want to go look at half the show and guns, and then the other half the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, it was a good time. I'm definitely. Now that we've been in one time, now we know what to do. Like we know to go back and go. Okay, well. Now let's have a little bit of a plan. We know what's there. And they had Lou Casey, boots and furs, and homegirl here got her a fur.
I did. I've been wanting one for a long time.
Well, and that's another thing. Like that place had tons of furs, but I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were
expensive,
crazy expensive. And like I got a fur vest because we live in Georgia.
You don't need a coat.
I don't need a coat. I don't need a jacket. It's just too hot for that. But
you're going to wear that fur tomorrow night. I'm just kidding. Probably not.
I mean, but I did wear it while we were in Nashville one night. It was cold enough to wear it or whatever. But and Michael got some Lou Casey boots.
Yeah,
added to his boot collection.
Yeah, hurt my feet, but it's all right.
Had to just wear them some more, break them in.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I got to figure these things out. I love cowboy boots, but I'm bad about getting one pair and that's it. Like I'm just gonna wear that one until they fall apart.
And then he'll move on to another one.
Right. But I got 3 pair of cowboy boots now and 2 pair of slide on work boots, man. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm probably good for the rest of my life, actually. So.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
but yeah, the stuff like
insane.
that. It wasn't just, outfitters and guns, but I was amazed at the amount of fur vendors that they had there. It was kind of crazy.
And in hindsight, we met, we ran across this couple at the restaurant one night and they were talking about the stuff. And he's like, man, all you got to do is go in there and tell them I got cash and the prices will drop a lot.
Because they're having to pay the credit card fee.
And then he said, not even that. He just said, that'll drop. And then he said, if you go in there on whatever the last day is, Saturday, he's like, oh, you can get tons of deals because they don't want to load them back up. So next time we'll do Friday, Saturday.
Right, exactly.
And then you can go to closing time and be like, all right, I've been watching this fur.
What you got?
Yeah, I'll give you $100.
I wish it was that cheap.
No, they were the cheapest one that I think. I didn't even look at them, but you were looking at them. They did have a lot of jewelry too.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know their prices on that, but
they had everything from, when you think you go to something like that, I think like turquoise jewelry, sterling silver, like I think out west type stuff.
They had gold and diamonds.
But that's what I was getting to.
Tax bracket, girl. Get in the right tax bracket.
But yes, they had that too.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that I don't even know, man. It was just stupid. And I'm not knocking anybody. I mean, I guess I'm a little bit jealous, if you're envious or whatever you want to call it. We're not in that tax bracket.
Well, hey,
but I mean, we work hard and we're proud of what we got. But man, that's a whole different world.
For sure.
I don't even know. I mean, I guess there's a lot of money to be made in there as an outfitter. And then because I mean, I heard the booth space for just whatever the standard,
it's like a 10 by 10
was $10,000 to be there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, but again, if you're, say, an African hunt place and you got a 10 by 10, you sell one hunt, you pay for your booth.
Right.
So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I guess I need to ask some of the people that I knew that were there, like, hey, man, is this worthwhile? Obviously, or they wouldn't go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's insane.
And they had, for a trade show, they had good bars in there, too.
You could go buy you a drink, and they weren't that expensive, actually.
No, you can go get you a liquor drink, for sure.
You can get beer, wine, liquor, whatever you want. And had Silencer Central there. Shameless plug for them because we work with them a little bit. I mean, they had a big booth there, and they sponsored a bar. Like, you got to walk around with a Silencer Central solo cup.
Yep.
Hard solo cup, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, I mean, it may be one of my favorite trade shows I've been to because it wasn't overly crowded at all.
No. And of course, we went on a Thursday though too.
That's true. And so Friday, Saturday might have been stupid, but
And was Thursday the first day or was it Wednesday?
Second day. Wednesday was the first day.
I gotcha.
But anyway, with all that being said, it did cost us $365 just to get in for one day. For 2 of us, and I had to buy SCI membership, which was $65, and then it was $150 each to get into the show.
Yeah,
the trade show. You get a badge, and it's just as like Thursday on it. So obviously, you couldn't go Friday.
Yeah, and like they scanned the QR code and all that. Like it was,
Next time I go, I may see if I got some connections to get me, I guess, like badges for the whole time.
Yeah.
So,
but anyway. It was like you said, definitely probably one of my favorite trade shows.
Just to see the stuff, just to see the outfitters. The taxidermy was just incredible.
Yeah.
And I heard that going in there. Some people I know from before said, the taxidermy is insane. Like leather goods and furs and all that stuff was crazy. And I guess, I mean, really the Luke Casey prices were about what they were in the store.
Yeah,
it wasn't any deals.
No,
just for there. So, which was fine. I mean, that is what it is.
Yeah,
but you think you go to these things and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get a deal on something, and you might, maybe on a hunt, you might get 10% off of zebra or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. How I didn't look at. I was just in awe of all the stuff. I mean, the
right
and the furniture. The furniture was insane. The custom furniture. Wow.
Yeah, Blue Heron furniture out of Texas.
Was it Houston? Austin. I'm sorry.
Was it Austin? Okay,
Austin,
yeah,
Texas,
but it was Blue Heron
Austin,
furniture,
Texas.
And it is made in the USA.
Insane.
And it was gorgeous. And their prices were actually for custom made furniture very reasonable. I
really want one for my office right here.
Yeah,
but I don't have $10,000 I want to throw them down on the couch yet.
True,
but I mean, it was super nice.
Yeah, nice stuff for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that might be one of the things. Like, we saved for 5 years and buy one piece of furniture. So
Yeah. But I mean, they had, it was one of those, you can mix and match. So you pick your leather, you could pick the hide
could
that you
have
want, like some
zebra, cow, axis deer, whatever. Like together on a couch if you want.
Yeah, you could have a half semicircle sofa. I mean, but
those
it
were
was
awesome.
cool.
They
It
were
was
really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
I do that. I'll do that little semicircle sofa and a ottoman, and y'all just find me right here. I'm just done.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah. But it
So
was
anyway,
it was definitely.
And we got to meet the guy that, I don't know if he was, I guess he was like owner and he designed the furniture and all that stuff.
It was the
like,
owner's son. Yeah. And he,
super guy, like real knowledgeable, real nice guy. I forgot his name, so I apologize. I got his card somewhere, but man, that was cool to see that kind of stuff. So
Yep, for
anyway,
sure.
that's where we're at in life.
Yes.
We got some goals, I guess.
Well,
Even if they're unattainable, you still got to have goals.
Correct. But yeah, that was cool. Like if you're looking for a some sort of exotic hunt in exotic part of the world.
Yeah. Or if you've ever just wondered about the SCI convention show, to go to
because anybody can go. I mean, as long as you buy the membership
and get a badge.
Pay to get in the door.
Yeah. And I mean, and it's in Nashville, so Nashville's always a good time.
Yep.
We had a good time, ate some good food and hung out with friends, and that, I mean, of course, that's part of trade show stuff, is going and doing stuff like that with people you like to hang out with. So
saw Trump Jr. one night at a bar.
Yeah. Our buddy Chris Albright, saw him at the show, and he gave us some little passes to go to their private deal at a bar in downtown Nashville on the Broadway. And we're sitting there hanging out at the bar, and Trump Jr., what's up, buddy? How you doing? High five. See you, man. Comes walking in. So I don't know what that's good or bad or ugly, but he was there.
Yep.
It ain't like we hung out. We just saw him. I mean, this is what it is.
We saw him and his entourage.
Yeah, you wasn't going to get to him. Yeah.
No.
They came walking in the front door. That's what.
That was the cool part.
Chris was like, I can't believe they just walked in the front door like that. They usually would come in and have to clear the room. And I guess they were like, well, it's a bunch of rednecks hanging out at a Nashville bar at a hunting show.
Agreed.
Can't be that bad, right?
Yep.
It's not like a, Taliban convention.
And it wasn't a big bar. Like it was Whiskey Bent Saloon. It wasn't a big.
I think we've been in there before.
I think we have.
I can't remember. Nashville's.
Sometimes it's a blur.
Back when we were younger, it was a blur. Now that we're older, it's kind of like, I think we've been there before.
I think we've been there and we don't want to go back.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to our do you remember the bartender's name there? What's her name?
I do not.
I don't know. She was pretty cool. And then we went to Freebird. And if y'all have never been to, I don't know if this is I know it's like a chain, right?
Well, yeah, it's a chain, but they mainly are online.
Okay, so Freebird is like they make basically boots.
Yeah. And all leather boots, leather shoes.
And in hindsight, I probably should have went shopping there and saved me some money. But anyway, I didn't. So our friends are with it. She wanted to go look at boots. So we walked into Freebird, and I'm like, this is the greatest idea ever. It's a boot store, had a live guy playing an acoustic set on like a little stage, and they had a bar. Boots and bars.
Like a full-blown liquor drink, wine, beer.
And an awesome, cute little bartender. She told us like her life story kind of, and we hung out. Like she was cool as crap.
It was down on 2nd Avenue, at the end of Broadway. It was a good place.
Yeah. That's we found like that's more our style, like not a, oh my gosh, Broadway is so loud. Like got bands just ripping, and every 2 feet there's a daggum band playing so loud you can't breathe and talk.
And we're probably showing our age but now I don't.
Now we still like to go have a good time.
Oh, we do.
But
if I can't have a conversation, and if I'm having to yell to have a conversation,
there's time and place for everything, but not
Correct.
all like not from like 11 a.m. till 2 a.m. the next day, and that's the bars. Like they're so loud. And I like music, don't get me wrong, but man, I just want to chill out. So anyway, we found this place, and I wish I remember the guy's name that was playing. He was really good. Just dude up there with his guitar on the stage. And then we sat at the bar, bar's at one in the room and he's at the other in the room, but we could sit there, have a conversation, talk to the bartender. She was awesome. All of us just hung out, had a couple of drinks, and then went on about our day. But I was like, I just come hang at this bar.
Right.
Exactly. And then she came and told us, she's like, thank y'all for sitting down here at the bar and having a drink and just hanging out, because when people walk by and there's nobody sitting at a bar in Nashville, people won't go in.
Which, I mean, I agree.
I will.
Yeah.
That's my kind of bar.
I get it.
Like, I want to go in there and be like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you and hang out. And, and honestly, you probably get taken care of better when you're the only one in the bar, but they don't make as much money, of course.
Right.
So anyway, she was like, thank y'all. And then as we sat there, people, came in.
They did.
Anyway, had a good time.
We should have got a free drink just because we were bringing people in.
Yeah. Should have got some free booze. That'd been even better. But anyway, that's Nashville experience. That's SCI. So that's that. Hopefully y'all got something out of that. If you ever wondered, now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Yeah.
I need to put that picture as the podcast thumbnail of you and the polar bear on this thing.
Do it.
I'll be like, Beth found a polar bear. That's it.
Yes.
So,
check.
Anyway, thank y'all for listening. That's a wrap for this Backwoods Life podcast episode, whatever we're on. Thank y'all for hanging out.
We're anywhere between 100 and 110. That's my guess.
I think we're like 109.
Okay.
So that's
see, I was in the range.
You're good.
I was in the range.
There you go.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening. I hopefully got some cool guests coming on here in the next couple of weeks, because turkey season's coming. Guys I know are going down to Florida to kick off the season, so they're going to try to stop in and have do some podcasts with me. Hopefully I got Mr. Philip Culpepper and Greg Thompson coming in Tuesday. Going to do it. So Beth, you get that night off. Whew. Yeah, right. Hang out with those guys, and I don't know. I got some more in the works. We'll see what happens. So y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for listening.
See ya.